I am here, opposite the St. John's Ambulance Headquarters, to support the teams competing in the annual St. John's Cadet First Aid Competition. Come with me. They are also here to raise awareness for road safety and to show people that driving responsibly really does save lives. I've come to see the cadets in action and hopefully learn a bit about first aid, including some of the skills that can be used to save lives if an emergency occurs. I've been called over by one of the teams. They have agreed to let me join them so I can see what they do. They are ready to compete. I hope I can keep up. All of these wonderful young people are St. John's cadets, between 12 to 17 years old, and they have been training all year to know what to do and how to save lives in various common accident situations. Road accidents, collapsing buildings, fire and explosions are but a few of the situations a first aid team are trained to respond to. The people you see lying on the ground are all actors who are reenacting typical injury signs and symptoms of trauma that occur, so don't worry, they are not real accident victims, although it is very realistic, isn't it? Each victim you see is suffering a different injury, or in some cases, various injuries that the first aid teams need to find and treat in the correct way. These are skills that are very important at the scene of an emergency and are used to minimize the damage of a serious injury. Look how careful the judges are watching what the teams are doing. They are responsible for giving each team and the individuals a mark for how well they handled the casualty, how they determined what was wrong, treated the injuries, displayed leadership and control over the situation, and of course, how well they worked as a team. That looks like a very painful knee wound. Look, the cadets are putting a bandage around the wound to stop the bleeding. I'm learning that it is also important to check if there are any further injuries, perhaps a broken bone or a fracture or any further bruising. All looks okay. He is ready to be moved to an ambulance. On the stretcher then. That was very professional. These young cadets really know what they are doing. There is so much happening around me. I've not trained in first aid, so I am not allowed to participate, but I am very interested to learn. When someone's life is at risk, it is important you know exactly what you are doing before attempting to help. Otherwise, you might risk making it worse. For health, safety and hygiene, it is important for me to first put on a sterile glove. In this scenario, this victim was involved in a car accident that was caused by a speeding driver. She has suffered a bad injury to the leg and possible spinal injury too. This looks serious. She has been bleeding a lot. Not to worry, the cadets are here to assist. This scenario reminds us that road safety is our responsibility. First aid can be anything from putting a plaster on a small wound to implementing emergency first aid at the scene of an accident and saving lives. St. John's Ambulance partner with various schools across the country to bring first aid training to Kenya. This is Yvonne. She is the youngest member of St. John's Cadets here. She is a very special young lady with great hopes of winning the competition here today with her team. Talking to her, I realized how thorough their training is and how fulfilling it is for the young volunteer recruits. I'm so happy to have shared this day with all the cadets here. Met some of the great young people like Yvonne, who are committed to helping others, seen the great work that they do, and I have learned a few first aid tips that could help me or others in the future. It has been a great day. Thank you, St. John's Ambulance, for all you do for your fellow Kenyans. I truly feel safer knowing that you're out there. Bye. Goodbye.